Hello everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. It's the weekend. We have a bank holiday weekend in the UK. So the weather is really lovely today. And I think the weather forecast says it's going to get a bit hotter this weekend. That's going to be great after all the rain we've had lately. It's been, and the wind, and it's been absolute, and the hailstones. It's been awful. Anyway, well, I mentioned in a previous video that I was thinking of doing a kind of a patchwork masterboard with my scraps. Now, I'm not doing mine on my mat. I found this nice piece of card which I kept, which I think is off the back of a pad. It's really thick, it's lovely, and it's a sort of a, I don't know, browny grey. But it'd be fine because it's really thick. So I've got some of the scraps out of my box that would go into the Peacock Journal, and I thought we'll make a board out of them and we will then be able to cut them up and make, I don't know, journal cards, tags, something like that. So I'm not going to ink around this board until I've done it and it's cut up. Then I'll ink round the pieces that I make out of it. Okay, so I will ink round the individual pieces, and I'm going to ink round them in this pine needle because it's quite nice and it goes with the Peacock Journal, I think. So I've just got some bigger scraps out that were, these are pieces of the Calico Collage Peacock digital kit that I'm using in the journal. So, excuse me, I am thinking while I'm talking. I expect you can guess. And I've got just odds and sods. Oh, excuse me, I shouldn't say that word on camera, should I? That was not good. Odds and ends of papers. So I thought we'd just put them down on the board first. I mean, it's not going to take forever. Probably the inking round will take longer. I'm just going to see, you know, where I want bits. So this is another piece out of the kit, and some of these have got straight edges. I'm not too bothered about those, but I do want them covered. I do want to cover, so I will be just putting down bits and then probably sticking bits over the top. So let's just have a look and see what we've got and where we want them. We've got some of this lovely bingo card in the teals. That's nice. What else have we got? This has got sort of blues and greens in it, which I thought was nice. So I may just get my ruler and take that edge off of that. This is a piece of music paper, and it's from the Fruit Pixie online shop, www.thefruitpixie.co.uk, I think it is. And so let's see, you might put that there, maybe that there. I want to break it up a bit, so to make sure I know this is, oh, it's up that way, that's it. I always worry I'm going to put it up the wrong way. Okay, this is another piece out of that page. I have that up there, or maybe in the corner to balance that out. And we just tear that up so we can have this however we want it. I've got some bits of paper from paper packs that I've used, you know, as background sheets. That's quite nice, peeking through there. Bits like this I can't bear to part with. After saying I didn't want straight edges, I've decided that some bits I may want straight edges and some I may not. Depends. That's a bit dark. I think that could go there, maybe. What else have we got? We've got some blue up here. We even got bits of yellow, which would be quite nice as a change. So let's see if we can tear off that white edge. Easier said than done for me. Nearly did it in one go, not quite. That would be quite nice to have that as a bit of relief. I do enjoy making these collages, I must admit. Some of this paper is, as I say, is out of a paper pack, so it's a little bit thick. So we may not be able to get the edges off very easily, but what we can do is tuck them into things and under things and that sort of thing. It's nice actually to have some straight edges on these boards, I think, the edge. So that's going, see, that's going to annoy me because that's going up, that is directional, so I would have to have that kind of going up the right way. And it's always hard to know what they're going to actually turn out like. You know, I can lay the pieces down, but I don't necessarily know what I think they're going to turn out like, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay, so kind of roughly putting them down just to get an idea. What else have we got here? Got this piece here. Maybe we have done up there, we'll see. And there's a nice piece there with a bit of music on, might go down there. Got some bits left over from the wallpaper from the cover that I made for the Peacock Journal, so I'd quite like to put some of those in. They would be nice, or we could stick some more bits on top, you see, at the end. That's another way of doing it. This is quite nice. Have a bit of light relief from the heavy patterns. And I'm just so useless with this tear ruler. I think it does depend on how thick the paper is, you know. My tearing skills are not much better. So I think that is all going in the bin. But I will otherwise keep it forever, aren't I? So we've got that. This is the paper from Julie at Camellia Craft Designs shop. So straw paper. That looks like that's a double piece folded over. I think I may have stuck that down for something. I can't remember what it is, for what it was for. So we're not going to be able to get that unstuck. See what I mean about my tearing skills? That looks like a bunting. Goodness me. Maybe we'll just have a bit here and there of that. I told you this would be ad hoc if I did it. Let's take off a bit of this actually. And take that edge off if we can. I'm having a combination of straight and cut edges. Torn edges, I should say. I'm going to tear all of those if I can, because that's going to be more in the centre. I'm not keeping those. I made a decision. Yeah, so I like that and that. This looks a bit hodgepodgey, doesn't it? Hodgepodge of a mess. So I'm limited to what I got out, but I didn't want to get too many things out because then we start, you know, it starts getting very muddly, doesn't it? Okay, so I think what I do is I'm going to use those bits and I'm going to stick these down, and then I'm going to see what it looks like, and I may add some bits on. So I'm going to start by just sticking willy-nilly really, and I need my glue book and my glue stick. Now this cardboard is extremely thick. I don't know that I would want to try sewing around it. Especially, let me just move these. That would be helpful, wouldn't it, if it was on a flat surface. Okay. And you see, I'm just off to the side of the camera because I'm just sticking these down. So I'm going to start by sticking that right up there, like so. Okay, I'm leaving these on. So I'm going to maybe have that there. And I'm just going to actually, where's my tear ruler? Now I've buried that under my glue book. I'm just going to try and tear this edge off a bit here, like that, because I want that to go there, like that. So I wonder what everyone's been doing. What have you been up to? Have you been busy gardening, making the most of the nice weather if you've got it? Or have you been crafting? I was watching one of Dee's Crafty Places videos, and she was saying, actually she kind of hit the nail on the head for me. She was saying that, you know, now the better weather's come, she's finding it, you know, is going to be finding it a bit of a struggle to actually combine crafting with just day-to-day life, really, you know, including keeping up with YouTube videos of the people that you like to follow. I mean, I've got a few people I like to follow, and I apologise to them now because I haven't been able to watch many videos myself. Dee was saying she watches hers in bed, and that's when I can normally find an hour or so to watch them, but then I end up, like she said she does, falling asleep. And you think, oh my goodness me, you know. I think we'll have that piece there. Yeah, so then I find that I have to actually stop the video halfway through because I can feel myself nodding off, and because, you know, I've got earphones on, I don't want to fall asleep with those on. So, or even with my phone, you know, in the bed somewhere, always worried that my alarm won't go off for work. So I find it quite crucial to make sure that my phone is, you know, in the right position for me. So I'm going to stick that bit under there like that because it's got a straight edge, and it's up the right way because that's a number 2 there. So I'm going to put that there. Don't need to do all the sides, but I'm just doing them quickly round because I'm not sure till I put it down exactly which bits will be showing. So let's get that glued. Yeah, I'm sitting at a funny angle now. Yeah, so I know I work full time, but as from Monday the 1st of June, I'm going to be working 4 days a week, and I'm so excited. that's going to be my craft day, I think. Never mind the housework, never mind anything else. I would normally have been at work, wouldn't normally have been at home doing it till I got home or whatever. So that's going to be my main crafting day. I'm really looking forward to it. So now I'm having to think about what things I want to, you know, start thinking about making. So, yes. So it's all very stressful, and I don't want my crafting to become stressful. As I've said, I'm fortunate enough that mine's not my main income or business. I don't have an Etsy shop. Don't particularly want one at the moment. That's something I couldn't cope with at all, and I wouldn't want to get into that groove where I feel I've got to keep making things to sell, because then I think you lose a bit of your, like, I don't know, your inspiration. I might be wrong, you know. Some of these people are very well organised, some of the crafting community. Perhaps when I retire in a few years, then I might be lucky enough to be able to continue if my health is good. And let me just have a look before we start sticking more down. I definitely want that there. Maybe I want this here. This down here, perhaps. I think that's directional. Yeah, I don't know if I like that piece there. That's quite nice. Let's put that there. We can always put something over it if we don't like it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to having Monday off. I bet it will just go so quickly. That's why I'm intending it's going to be my craft day, because I don't want it to turn into a, you know, a day of doing other things. I mean, it'd be nice if I, you know, if other people were around, like if my girls were around, if it was holiday time with the boys or whatever, then like half terms or whatever, then, you know, I would perhaps think about utilising it for seeing them, because they have busy lives. So use that down a bit there, like so. Okay, well that stuck itself there, so maybe it wants to go there. What do you think? I'm silly, aren't I? Well, we're going to stick it there now. You wanted to go there, so now you are. We're going to put that under there like so. Okay, so it's looking all right so far. Now, put that to one side. I'm not sure about that. I wanted that kind of there. It would be nice to put it like that. That would be nice. Oh, I like that. Okay. Definitely going to put that down in that corner. So we get that down on next. Do you know, one good thing I found about crafting as well, particularly since I've been on leave for a week, is that I'm not picking at food all day long. I haven't had anything to eat today, and it's now it's afternoon. It's like 1 something in the afternoon, and I'm not worried if they go over the edges of the board. Yeah, I haven't had anything. I suddenly realised, my husband asked me if I wanted a cup of tea, and I suddenly realised I hadn't had anything to eat. So it's amazing for me. Usually I'm always wanting my meals on time. Yeah. So I'm going to put that there. Yeah, so it's very good for the diet, which I am trying to lose a bit of weight. It's so hard, I find, to lose weight. It doesn't help having a sedentary job and also having a sedentary hobby, sitting at this desk working or crafting. I do go out every day with Paddy when I'm working from home, mainly. Otherwise he goes out, you know, with Daddy or whatever. So I'm having that up there like that. Yeah, so I really should do more exercise, but I'm not a gym bunny, never have been, and I never will be. Anyway, years ago, over the years I've had 2 back operations, so I'm very, very careful with my back, because when I had after I had my first one, when I had to have another one a few years later, the consultant actually told my husband that I was, you know, lucky, that I would be lucky not to be either A, paralysed down the left side, or to never actually walk again. So I do feel blessed that I can do all of that, and I'm very careful how I treat my back. Now, a lot of gym stuff is high impact, and high impact is not any good for me. Not any good at all. I'm just going to lift that back up. So that's the beauty of these glue sticks sometimes. If you don't glue them too heavily, you can actually maneuver them about. Okay, right. Okay, what next now? That would be quite nice down here. Try and tear it nicely. Don't mind the straight edge at the bottom. I don't know what my husband's doing. I can hear neighbours outside, even though I've got the windows shut at the moment. It is a lovely day, but it's just at the weekend it seems to get noisy with people out and about doing stuff. Dogs barking. Paddy's not though. Paddy's tired from his adventures. He has just had a bark at the postman, however. No, I think luckily enough takes it in his stride. He just raises his eyebrows and thinks, oh, there he is again. I know this dog, but he doesn't seem to want to know me now. You've met, he'll say. You've met. Oh, I quite like that down there as a contrast. This is nice, distressed in this peacock green. Oh, it's not peacock green. I keep calling it that, don't I? It's not peacock green, Susan. It is pine needle. Stop calling it peacock. Just going to glue the board. It's easy sometimes to do that. Okay, it's a bit like a jigsaw, isn't it? I'm looking for the next piece. Find you've dropped a piece on the floor and you hadn't realised, and been looking for it everywhere. So I like other things. I like a bit of depth, and I like other things to poke through. Having said that, that's too close to that in colour, possibly too close to these. I'm also don't want everything in the same direction, so may just be putting a small piece of that down. We'll leave that to one side for a minute. What else have we got in our box of tricks? Now we've got something really dark here, bit of card. Just stick that back down. Nice bit of card there, which is a nice tealy blue. That's nice. Let's have a look at that. We've got some nice straw paper there. We could put a piece of that down. I always, whenever I tear, I always end up with pointy bits. There must be a way of tearing without that happening. So we may just put that there. That's this lovely straw paper. Like that. We've got that. Now we have got, as I said, bits of this Peacock Journal, so why don't we fill that piece in with a piece of it? Maybe have it like that. That would be nice. Like that. I quite like that. See if I can cover up that edge. It's being wallpaper, it's quite fibrous. So we could have that there. Which way round do you want it? That would be quite nice, because then I think the peacock feather that you can just about see on it would be up the right way. Like that. Okay. We've got another piece that we could have where have it there. Oh, I don't think I can tear the edges off this very easily. Oh, that seemed to work okay. Let's just see if we can do this side. That's all right. Where did I want it? Let's take that off. That's I kind of maybe want it. Maybe I'll have it there on the edge. Yes, I don't know what you're all doing, whether you're all going out now that we are in the UK. We've got a few more relaxed rules about going out, or whether you're like me, become a bit of a hermit really when I'm not having to go out. It's going to take a while to get out of that mindset, I think, of becoming a hermit. Let's just see if I've got anything else. This is my box. It's actually it was a Christmas box. All the bits, so that's nice. That's very nice. See what little bits I've got. Oh God. Oh, there's a bit of Snoopy that I used. There's a bit of that, but it's script. That's nice. A bit more there. Well, there's some actually bits of music paper. Another bit there. Oh, that's my tear ruler now on the floor. Look at these grungy bits of coffee dyed paper that I kept. See what we've got now. So I really like this. So I'll put some of that down. So it's a bit close. That's nice there. Let's put that down. Make sure it's up the right way. I don't know why I worry about music paper not being up the right way, but I just don't like it, you know. Where did I say I was putting this? I'll put it here. Oh, look at this. Now, got this piece I could have up here as a contrast. Oh, I'm just not going to tear it. It's just not worth the hassle of me trying to do it. So we'll just have that piece. It's got a very, very faint little pattern on it in teal. It's lovely. It's out of the Calico Collage kit. I know there's a big gaping hole that side, but we won't worry about that at the moment. Oh, sticking now. So we're going to put that up there like that. Okay, and then let's see what else have we got. What did we get out of the box? Got this. Piece of that might be nice across there. It's got numbers on it. It's collaged paper, so it's all up different ways. So maybe I'll put that there. We won't worry about the edges, whether they're straight or not, because we've got a mixture, so it doesn't matter too much. I think it is what you want it to be. And as I always say, fortunately, oops, for me, there are no rules with crafting, so it's what you do is up to you, and it's your interpretation of everything. So I like those numbers there. Okay, and I think it's all about building it up, really. Okay, so see, I really like this. Now that is the edge of the music. I'm sure that's the right way up, so I love that. I'm going to put that up there. Like so. So that's going to go across those like that. Stick that down. Now let's put some of this on, this lovely script. So we'll have it over here, I think, to kind of mirror this, but not too obviously. So Oh, hubby made me tea. I must drink it. You see, I sit here and forget. Just have a drink of my tea. Oh. Excuse my squeaky chair. This has got some nice script on. This is also from the Fruit Pixies website. Now I don't want that to go at the top because it's going to end up looking like that, and I don't want it all unified, if you know what I mean. I don't know if that's the right word actually. Okay, so this would be nice to have a bit of this in. I know we've got a gap here anyway. I'm going to try and tear this, but yeah, I tore it the wrong way. There's a direction for these. I'm only tearing this bit because it really did look square. So we have it there. We're only going to have one straight edge on it. Now this I may have to use my art glitter glue to. I don't even know if this is going to be strong enough. I don't think my Scotch glue stick is going to be strong enough to keep this down. Let's see what happens. So we're going to have it there, but we will have something over that join in a minute. Okay, get rid of those bits. So I want something. I don't want too many different papers, do I? So I think we'll use a bit of this. I love this edge. I love that edge. Oh, I'm going to see what that shape looks like. I don't want to think about it too much. If I stop and think about it, then I'll probably take the whole lot off. So I do like that edge, and I do like this grungy bit. So I'm going to put that there. I know you're thinking I'm mad, but my choice. That's got so much sort of coffee on the edge that it feels a bit brittle now. Yeah, that's fine. That's gone down, and that's gone down. That's good. Okay, so we'll get some more bits on that we've already used. So we've got some more of this. Wondering whether to put that there like that, cover that one up like so, and then maybe, have I got any more of the Peacock wallpaper hanging around? Got a piece here. I'm just going to try and tear that into some sort of shape that isn't a triangle. Just have that there. I've kind of torn it into a funny shape, haven't I? A little bit odd. A little bit odd, Susan, what you've done with it. That would be nice there, I think. I'm going to try and pull it together now with, Doesn't that sound, it's very grand. We're going to pull it together with pieces that I'm going to put down. This is where I start flailing a bit because I don't know. What I want is another piece of this, really. Have I got a piece in this box? Anywhere. That, no, I don't want that. It's another piece entirely. I start using too many bits. That's why I only got a few, select few things out, because I didn't want that to happen. Turn this all up the other way and see what we've got. Nothing, none of that, so I have to give up on that one. Just having a rustle down in it, excuse the sound, just to see if there's any tiny bit of that anywhere. No, there isn't, so we'll have to give up on that bit. We don't have any of that anywhere else on the desk. No, we'll just leave that as a one-off. So find another piece of this, I think, which happens to be here, and then I'm going to a tiny piece of that along there, I think. Maybe there, maybe we'll have it that way up. No, that piece is that way up. We'll have it there, I think. Just can't tear it. Oh, I'm managing to get that edge off. Just. Right, I've got to hurry up now because I don't want this to turn into a great long video. Okay. Because the longer they are, the harder it is, I think, personally, to get them watched anyway, apart from anything else. Okay, so how is it looking? Now, maybe a bit of this, perhaps at the top here, like that. Like so. Okay, like that. Oh, that's double. Huh. Have to glue that together. That's that doubled over piece. Okay, so we've got that, and then we'll maybe have that piece here on the edge of that. I'm sure you would all do this differently. Oh, I can't believe how quiet it is considering the boys are back in town. Elmo's biffed Paddy dog this morning. Paddy dog's such a wuss, honestly. He's such a little cowardy custard. He let out this almighty yelp. But they were arguing over our bed. We were still in it, by the way. And having a coffee, you know, in bed first thing in the morning, like we do. My husband always goes down and makes a coffee. And Paddy's so jealous that he hated the fact that Elmo got up on the bed. And he then positions himself so that he's in between us and the cat, who couldn't care less actually whether we were there or not, to be honest. All he was interested in really was his own comfort. So, as cats do. So anyway, Paddy was, I think, nudging him or something, and suddenly he let out this almighty yelp, and my husband had seen him being bashed by Elmo, boxed. Serves him right for being a little pest. Oh, that's nice along that edge. Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure it didn't really hurt him that much, because he and Elmo, when Elmo was a lot younger, they used to, when Paddy was a puppy, and he's now, what, 5? See, 5? Yeah, 5. They used to wrestle and all sorts and have a great time. But Paddy gets very jealous, as I say, so I've still got this piece to fill in. Now I'm just looking now to see which pieces I need to add out of the ones we've already put on. So we've got a piece of this. I don't think we used that, so we'll leave that. And what else have we got over here? And we've got more of this, which we could have here. Yeah, that would be okay. So let's tear that. That's only copy paper, digital, so it's easy to tear. And let's just turn that over, and then that can go in the bin when I've finished. So where was I having this? I was having it kind of there, I think. So we've got 2 little areas left. Right, next thing I wanted to do, which is why I've left those for a minute, is I wanted to add some labels on, because I think that would be a really nice touch. So I am just getting my labels out here. These are labels that, now where did these labels come from? These are not Tracy Fox labels, and they're not specifically labels, they're more like little mini postcards, but we could have a couple of those on. Oh, that's nice. That's like a calendar, isn't it? We've got a large 3 and 5 there. What else have we got here? Oh, we've got a nice, well, that's very pinky receipt. Oh, we've got a little postcard here that's sort of browns. I don't know if this is going to look anything or whether it's going to work. It was just my idea that I had. Little bingo card there. That's cute. Shame to put that on, actually. It's something you can put into a tiny pocket. And that's nice, that butterfly. Maybe we'll put him on. What else have we got? Something blue would be nice. That postcard would be nice down there, but I have to be careful where I position them. So obviously they're going to be, it's going to be cut up, you know, into pieces. Another butterfly there. That's nice. Maybe that's too big. There's a number 9 ticket, which I could cut out. Quite like that. What else have we got in here? Oh, don't want that. I think that might be too big. That again is another piece of ephemera that's quite nice. That journey there. Maybe have that butterfly down here. And then what else? We've got one more thing I think that I'd like to put on it. They're pretty violets, aren't they? That's quite nice if I cut round that friendship. Am I just making it worse than it already looks, do you think? Am I going to ruin it, is the question. I just wanted to add another layer of interest onto it, really. Something bluey would be nice. Never find the colour of item you want when you're looking for it, but you can always find it any other time. So there's a nice label. It's a bit blank. So there's a lot of blank labels in this kit. That's up that way. That's quite nice. So I'm already thinking about it maybe being cut into sections like this. And that could go somewhere like that. Let me just cut round this quickly. I'm not much. Oh, have I got a... Let's put those back. I don't think we'll need any more. I'm just going to get my circle punch, rolling my chair back. It's very squeaky, this chair. Now, am I going to be able to use this one, I wonder? Am I going to be able to get it in without cutting the words off? Looks like I will be cutting them off, and that won't be any good, so maybe that's not a good idea. That's the biggest one I think I have. This could end up not being circular by the time I've finished with it. It kind of is a bit square on the edges, on the sides. And this is how I keep cutting around it till it ends up looking like a 5p piece. Okay, we'll leave it like that. Let's ink these up, see what we think of them with a bit of ink on. I'm sticking to the pine needle. So that would go there somehow, like that. Butterfly like that, maybe. Let's cut a bit more off of here. Let's actually make that a lozenge shape, because in these labels come with an outer area, and you can either leave it like that or you can cut the inner shape out. So sometimes I do this. Like this. Maybe have that there, and that one square. Well, it's a rectangle, isn't it? Let's get rid of the white. And maybe have that there. I do like this number 9. It's a ticket, so I do need to cut this out. Only cut it out roughly. It was very quiet, isn't it? Oh, didn't do that very well. That seems to have a longer edge on it. Let's cut that down a bit. No, I do like that number 9 there. So I'm thinking section there, section here, here, and then here, like that, and then maybe cut them in half. That should be nice to do it in just all plain paper. Now this is not, has not been cut very well. I'm just going to get my, oh gosh, I think I need to chair might break with my weight. I'm going to square it off. That's better. That's better. Just snip round those edges because a couple of them already like that. So we'll make them all the same. I'm always worried about those blades on those guillotines. And that looks nice with that green one, so we have that up here. So we're going to have that there and that there because it's all tealy coloured. Let's just put the ink away for a minute. Just as I said, ink away, I then forget that I've not inked this piece. Okay, so maybe that there, be nice. That up there. Oh no, that's an extra one. So that one would go. Yeah, but they all look the same, don't they? So let's move that one over to there. And we said we were going to, now that, actually that one's up that way, like that. Well, I'm going to stick those on. That's what I've decided to do. Now I've covered up every area, so I'm going to stick those on now, and I'm going to use my art glitter, which I've left the pin off while we were talking. Oh, it's okay, it's behaving. I must say this art glitter is not as temperamental as the Cosmic Shimmer, and I thought the Cosmic Shimmer was going to be my favourite. Do you know what? I just thought of something. I am going to put another layer underneath that. I'm going to put just under those butterflies, I think I'm going to put some of this. No, I shall put some of my tea bag or webbing. Let's just get the webbing. Wait a second, just over here behind me. So So where's the butterfly? Here it is. So yeah, I'm putting a bit of webbing under this one, not under all of them, just under these two butterflies. So this is just a pure experiment. Don't know if anyone's ever done it. I know boards have been done, things have been stuck on. I've watched T-Nut Shabby Dabby Doodah, who, now I can't find the pin for this, we'll find it after, who makes the most amazing stuff. And it all looks so effortless, I think, you know. And I just think, gosh, I'm going to cut those corners off a bit. So let's have a look. We want it, I like it on the side at an angle like that. So let's hold the butterfly down and we're going to cut around there. Cut that off there, like so. Okay, that's better. Right. Now let's put, I think this will stick. So I'm just going to put an area there that kind of emulates that. And then this is a different butterfly to the one I just stuck there, isn't it? Have you noticed? There he is. You're going over the other side now, mate. So just putting that one there. And I hope if that doesn't stick, well, I'll just hold it for a few seconds. No, I don't think it's going to. I'm going to have to use the beacon 3-in-1 for that. Just to make sure. Okay, like that. Like so. We'll put this one down. So we want him kind of like that. Like so. And we're going to use the beacon 3-in-1, and again I'm just going to put a area down like that for this one, and stick the butterfly down again. It's all messy now on the back from where he was stuck, then pulled up, then stuck. Just catch that white bit there. There. Okay, so we won't need that beacon 3-in-1 because we're not putting anything underneath the other things. So we want this. This should stick down paper to paper, or card to card. We give it enough. And I'm going to put that there, like so. And this one. I am slow, you know. I honestly think I'm a very slow crafter. Put that up there, like so. This one is nice. This is like a card. There. I'm only sticking them in specific areas because I'm thinking about cutting out this board eventually, and then you'll probably see me. I will show you it in next videos when it is cut out. We won't do that now. I think I've taken long enough, haven't I? Yeah. don't want it too close to the edge, because obviously you've got to think about where it will be on the tag or journal card. And then you can add more embellishments to this once you've cut these pieces out. Like that. I don't think that's the pin for my glue, that's the pin for this webbing. And where's my glue pin? No idea. Oh, there it is. Let's pin the glue. Oh gosh, I can't do that. Cap the glue stick. Tidy up. Keeping those bits of webbing. And there we have a scrappy masterboard. Can you see it there? So I don't know what you think of that, but we can now ink round the edge quickly. Obviously once I cut them out I will be inking round them again anyway. I just wanted to see what this would look like. Like so. And there we have it. There we are. So that's me done. Hope you like that. It's a real mishmash of a collage and I do like that. And I will probably embellish these more once they're cut out. Okay, so that's me done. Take care everyone. Bye bye.